Well, hello, this is Mrs. Robertson, and today is January 5th for our Cluster Math 7 class. If you go into the Google Classroom, you will see that this worksheet is there provided for you. And we've already done the little warm-up problems here. And we are now ready to do the second example problem. And what we are doing is copying it down so the students know how to show their steps. So we are right here. The problem, minus 20 minus 20. Line up your equal sign. You have 5x equals 60. Now you will divide both sides by 5 and you get the answer x equals 12. Your check step. Does 5 times 12, which is 60, plus 20 equal 80? Yes, it does. Now on your test, or actually you're going to have a quiz on Friday, this is worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. So if you just put x equals 12, you only get 1 out of your 5 points. You have to show all of the work. Now let's practice with the few problems down here. All right, let's do these together. To undo subtracting 5, you're going to do add 5, add 5. Draw your line and cancel. You now have 3 times x equals 45. Can I help you? Okay, thank you. The next step we're going to do is undo multiplication, which is going to be division. That bar represents division. Divide by 3, divide by 3. Our answer, x equals 15. Now we are going to do a check step. If you want to do your check step over here, that's fine. Does 3 times 15 is 45 plus, minus 5 equals 40. Yes, it does. Any questions on how to do these problems? Let's do number 2. Am I going too fast?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I'll go a little slower, but if this is too fast, you're going to have to try to pick it up. Minus 1, minus 1. Draw your line and cancel. 2x equals 14. To undo multiplying by 2, we're going to show dividing by 2. In algebra, it's a bar. Divide, divide. Equal sign is lined up. X equals 7. Circle your answer. Does 2 times 7 is 14 plus 1 equals 15? Yes, it does. Any questions? The next one.
I think that was faster than last time.
Oh, I start off slow, but I then pick up speed. Undo adding. Minus 12. Minus 12. Draw your line and cancel. Equal sign. 7 times x equals 84. Divide, divide by 7. Divide by 7. Equal sign. Line them up. X equals 12. 7 times 12 is 84, plus another 12 equals 96. Yes, it does. The next problem. Add 13, add 13. Isn't it easy when you don't have integers on these problems? Your brain doesn't have to think about the integer rules, which it is nice when you don't have to think about your integer rules with these problems. Tomorrow you will, but today is going to be an easy, friendly day. Now, we have 10 times x equals what, 60? Divide by 10, and x equals 6. All right, now let's check. 10 times 6
Hold on.
is 60, and 60 minus 13 will give,
For 1 second.
there we have that. All right.
Keep on going.
Well, hello, kids. We are back, and now we're going to do the notes for Part B. These are the Part B notes. All right, so here we go. Let's do these first two little examples first. This says x divided by 6 equals 11. What will undo division? Multiplication. So we're going to show multiplication like this. I just do it like that with parentheses. And it said we're dividing by 6, so you're just going to multiply both sides by 6 like that. Cancel, put your equal sign down, x equals 66. Now your check step. Does 66 divided by 6 equal 11? Yes, it does. Let's look at the next problem. Here we have to undo multiplying by a fraction. Well, who knows? When you divide fractions, what do you do when you divide fractions, kids? We multiply by its reciprocal, which means it's flipped. So, we are going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 3/4, which is 4/3. Yep, the 4's cancel out, the 3's cancel out, which leaves you with the x. 4/3, which means you put the 1 under the 12 to make it a fraction. Simplify before you multiply. Here, 3 divides 3 and 3 divides 12. 3 divides 3 once. 3 divides 12 4 times. 4 times 4 is 16. 1 times 1 is 1. X equals 16. Now we must do the check step. 3/4 times 16, which will be 16 over 1, does that equal 12? 4 divides 4 once. 4 divides 16 4 times. 3 times 4 is 12. Yes, it does. All right, you all remember how to do those simple one-step equations? Now we're going to do a two-step equation with problems like this. So just like we did a while ago, we're going to copy the problems down so you know what your problem is going to look like. All right, x over 4 plus 3 equals 15. Well, the first thing you do is get rid of whatever you are adding or subtracting. We have to get rid of plus 3. Minus 3, minus 3. Draw your line and cancel. Bring down the equal sign. It's almost like a lovely dance as the numbers are performing. Nice rhythm. It's like a waltz. Okay, so you now have x divided by 4 equals 12. To undo dividing by 4, we multiply by 4. Multiply by 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You end up x equals 48. Now we must do the check step. Does 48 divided by 4 plus 3 equal 15? 48 divided by 4 is 12. And 12 plus 3, yes, it does. Successful dance. No one fell, tripped, and it's over. Okay, any questions on that one? Let's go on to the next problem. Here we go. X divided by 7 minus 21 equals 9. Well, add 21, add 21. Draw your line and cancel. X divided by 7 equals 21 plus 9 is 30. Now we are going to undo dividing by 7. multiplying both sides by 7. That cancels out. X equals 210. So let's double check. Does and then I'll circle my answer. Does 210 divided by 7 equal 30? Yes, it does. Any questions on that? Okay, let's do our 4 practice together. -6 minus 6. Draw your line and cancel. X divided by 25 equals what? 7. Okay, now you're going to multiply both sides by 25. X equals 175. Now, does 175 divided by 25 plus 6 equal 13? Well, 175 divided by 25 is 7. Yes, it does. Any questions? All right, let's go to number 2. To undo subtracting 8, add 8, add 8. Draw your line and cancel. You have x divided by 3 equals 16. To undo dividing by 3, you're going to multiply both sides by 3. X equals 18, carry 1, 48. 48 divided by 3 minus 8 equal 8. Well, 48 divided by 3 is 16, and 16 minus 8 is 8. Yes, it does. Okay? If you wanted to write down 16 minus 8 equals 8, you can. Now let's go on to number 3. In this problem, add 1, add 1. Bring down your equal sign. X divided by 9 equals 4. Multiply both sides by a 9. X equals 36. 36 divided by 9 is 4, and 4 minus 1 equals 3. Yes, it does. Any questions? Are you all okay? Isn't this easy? Yeah. Tomorrow it'll be easy, but you just have to focus a little more. -4 minus 4. 3/4 x equals 3. Now, with the fraction, we have to multiply both sides by 4/3. Okay, so you put a 1 under the 3 to make it a fraction. Any questions? That cancels, which is what we want. X equals 3 divides 3 once, 3 divides 3 once, x equals 4. Let's see. Does 3/4 times 4 over 1 plus 4 equal 7? Well, 3/4 times 4 over 1 gives you a 3, and 3 plus 4 does equal 7. Any questions? Yes?
I don't really understand. It's like when you do 3 over 1,
Yeah.
like times 4 over 3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really understand that.
Multiplying fractions. Okay. Do you understand why I put a 1 under the 3? It's a good question. When you put a 1 under 3, it's how you write a whole number as a fraction. Okay? So we have to have it as a fraction because when you multiply fractions, you take numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. Now, to keep it so you don't have to work with big numbers, I simplify. But if you're not good at simplifying, you could just do 3 over 1 times 4 over 3, and you get 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 3 is 3, and you would get a 4 finally, like that, which is what we ended up here. But what I do, you can simplify between a numerator and a denominator. It's like, oh, 3 divides 3 once, 3 divides 3 once, and you went straight to a 4 without having to do this step here, okay? All right, so for those of you not here today and you're listening to my video, your homework assignment is to do the back of the B worksheet and the back of the A worksheet. There are 15 on each, I should take that back. There are 15 on the A worksheet and 16 on the B worksheet. So it's a total of 31, I think, problems. They will be checked tomorrow. Have a good day.